Okay, now I want to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. And, of course, they are facing off against the Buccaneers to start off the season once again. And I do live in the Dallas area. If you know my, what's the word? If you know my history, you know why I'm a Packers fan. My mom grew up in Green Bay, or not Green Bay, in Wisconsin, the state of Wisconsin, growing up. So she was raised a Packers fan. I was born in Dallas, but I was raised a Packers fan by my mom. So I sort of grew up not liking the Cowboys, even though I live like 5 minutes away from their like training facility in Frisco, Texas. Anyways, so I honestly don't think the Cowboys are going to be as good as last year. I think lots of people have a similar opinion. Probably not Cowboys fans. Tim, if you're watching this, one of my friends who's a Cowboys fan, you may not be watching this. Who knows? But I don't think the Cowboys are going to be that great this year. I put my friend and I, Tim, put a Chipotle wager on the board, and we've done it the past couple of years. We predict the record on the Packers and Cowboys. Whoever gets closer on each, we have to buy each other Chipotle. But I think I'll be winning both this year. That's just my humble opinion. But when we look at this Cowboys team coming into 2022, there are a few worries. First off, you lose Amari Cooper, who I think is a big part of that Cowboys offense. You still do have CeeDee Lamb, who I think is a very talented wide receiver, and because of them losing not only Amari Cooper, but also losing Cedric Wilson, I think it's just going to lead to a massive year by CeeDee Lamb. And then if you look at the other players that the Cowboys lost on the offensive side of the ball, losing Lael Collins, and then, of course, losing Tyrone Smith to an injury, who will likely be out, their left tackle, who will likely be out until maybe the whole year, but most likely till at least December. They did decide to come in and recently in this past week bring in Jason Peters, who is a all-pro in the past left tackle, who I think it's a smart addition when you lose your great left tackle to bring in another great left tackle. It's a smart plan by the Cowboys. Added to the practice squad, they did draft offensive lineman Tyler Smith in the first round, and Jerry Jones did say on Tuesday that it's safe to say that Tyler Smith will be the fill-in starter for the Cowboys in Week 1 versus the Buccaneers at left tackle. So we'll see if that happens, if Peters is able to come in and start. I don't know. I haven't seen any updates up to that point. Maybe more will come out soon. But I just think overall, when you lose your left tackle, you lose your right tackle. This Cowboys offensive line, I think, is going to struggle a little bit this year, more so than they did last year. And I feel like in the past, the Cowboys always had a super, elite offensive line, and I think it's going to change a little this year. We'll see. Jason Peters at left tackle, he could play well. We'll see what happens there. Right tackle, a little bit of uncertainty there. But I just think when you look at the NFC East now, I honestly think the Eagles are going to be better than the Cowboys this year. I have Jalen Hurts in my fantasy team as well, so I'm hoping that happens for personal reasons, but also for actual reasons. The fact that the Philadelphia Eagles added A.J. Brown, you have Jalen Hurts coming into his third season in Philadelphia, and I feel like from year 2 to year 3 with lots of quarterbacks, you see that huge jump forward. And I think when you just take in the fact his rushing ability and sort of the weapons he now has over there in Philadelphia, they were like one of the best rushing offenses last year, and I think they're going to be much better this year overall on both sides of the ball. So I think the Cowboys are going to have to do a lot to really overcome the losses they had this year. Also losing, Randy Gregory as well on the defensive side of the ball. And I just don't love what I'm seeing from the Cowboys this year. I still think they'll be a solid team. As good as last year, personally, no. I think they'll finish second in the NFC East, maybe, 9, 10, 10-ish, 11 wins. And I think the Eagles will get, 11, 12, 13, something like that. So that is my prediction for the Cowboys heading into this first week game. And they face off against the Buccaneers. And I'm going to take the Buccaneers in this one. The only worry with the Buccaneers, of course, is their offensive line because of all the injuries they've sustained there for Tom Brady. We'll see if they're able to, combat that and, keep Tom safe, because Tom probably wants to be kept safe, as do all NFL quarterbacks.